he proceeds to donate a certain amount of money. I was not told how much, but he had a simple request. And I'll say it in Tagalog because it really was, I really made my day that day. He said, ito yung pera, bumili kayo ng commercial nyo. Naiinis na ako dito sa isang to. That, by the way, is not a joke. It did happen. At some point in time, we will have to report that contribution to COMELEC. So we'll have all the details then. But it really made my day.
Two quick questions again, Mr. Senator. What will be the role of your sister, Chris, and Uncle Peping if you become president? Second question is, can you give us a specifically categorical answer on your stand on the reproductive health bill?
Okay. In Chris, I think, will still be my fashion advisor. Which means if she doesn't like what I'm wearing, she will not keep quiet. I think she may have this barong made. So if she complains, I'll tell her, you're the one who designed it. And that will be the extent. Most of my sisters, and Chris included, Chris is a very busy individual. Anything I ask her to attend some ribbon cutting thing if I become president. That will be an imposition on her time. The three are eagerly looking forward to regaining their anonymity. In fact, I'm not even sure if I celebrate my birthday in the period of incumbency that they will be present, since it will be a media event. Role of my Tito Peping. I would be foolish not to seek his wisdom because of his experience. But at the same time, I will be the one holding the fort, and the buck really has to stop with me. I am responsible ultimately for all of my actions. Therefore, any and all of my decisions will be based on discussions with all the stakeholders as much as possible, but at the end of the day, it will be something that I can live with in conscience and what I believe is in right, regardless of who propounded it. On reproductive health, of course, somehow the Secretariat in the Senate made it appear that I was an author of the reproductive health bill. Unfortunately, I never authored such a bill, and I intend to interpolate the proposed measure before us now. The portion that I want to interpolate on is, in government, when you have a budget, you don't use it, you lose it. And there will be provisions in the reproductive health bill for artificial means of family control. And I want provisions that will ensure that if government hospitals, by cunning, by deceit, by misinformation, etc., are able to expend these budgetary items so that they are replenished, then there will be penal sanctions for the same. Now, my position is more properly called responsible parenthood. And basically it says, the state has an obligation to remind parents, each child you bring into this world carries with it a certain set of responsibilities to clothe, to shelter, to educate, etc. Okay. That is the extent of what the state should do. So there will be educational programs, campaigns, seminars, symposia, to which we will invite all of the churches to put in their 2 cents worth. But at the end of the day, the state, in preserving the family, mandated by the Constitution, has to remind everybody that they will and they should have this set of responsibilities. The state cannot force us to size. The state cannot force us to method. Now, in fact, we will oppose any attempts to do so, because a democratic state has to proceed from individual freedoms.
What key qualities would you bring to this task?
Well, number one, you will have to lead by example. I think, in fairness to my mother, at the onset of her term, she inherited a government that was corrupt top to bottom for the most part, because the top set the example. Okay, something as simple as the cop on the street who was being bribed for a minor traffic violation, he used to demand for his bribe. And at the onset of my mom's term, the phrase was, "Teka, hindi ko hinihingi yan, ha? Binibigay mo yan, pinipilit mo." There was a recognition that that was wrong. Okay, and after that, something as simple as I complain about traffic, and Mar and I have already an agreement. If we win, if traffic isn't solved, we participate in the traffic. We will not ask of anybody that which we are not ready to do ourselves first. Hopefully, we will not talk as much, because we are trying to put a spin on something that is indefensible. And siguro, the biggest ambition is in the fourth year, it will just be Mara and I talking because everything is working and it's boring. No? Sana po. Sana po, hindi na namin kailangan tutukan minuto dahil nga maayos na ang sistema. Ngayon pa lang, nag-iipon na kami ng mga kwento just in case magkatotoo po yan. Di ba? Kasi lahat naman nung magulo sa mundo nating to, ay dahil nga yung sistema hinayaan na kung saan interest ng isang tao, isang grupo lang ang importante. Yan ang gusto namin baguhin.
Thank you very much for sharing your ideas with us. Thank you.